Hey there, Dr. Samantha Sutton here with another 2-minute tool to help you engineer your life. Today, we're going to geek out on science a little bit, and I'm going to tell you what is one really important life lesson you can learn from E. coli. Now, I worked with the little bugger for 7 years, and it's true, if you drink a glass of it, you will get sick. But there's something very neat in how E. coli makes its decisions about how to behave that we could learn a lot from. E. coli exists in essentially two modes of behavior. The first mode I call pursuit, which is where the E. coli knows what it wants, the direction it wants to go in, and it swims that way as fast as it possibly can. The second mode is called Tumble Mode, where the bacteria doesn't know what direction it wants to move in, and so it just randomly tumbles around in various directions deliberately until it finds something promising. This is so typical of life, because sometimes we know what we want, and our job is just to get the obstacles out of the way so we can go get it. Like, for example, for me last year, it was very clear to me I was ready to move to San Francisco. And so within 6 weeks, I had pulled an E. coli and I had signed a lease. But then there are other times in life where you're not quite sure what direction you want to move in, but you know that you want to change. So in those times, it's our job to tumble around a bit so we can start to explore and learn things. So for me, when I was finishing up my PhD, I knew I didn't want to stay in academia, but I didn't know where I wanted to go next. So my tumble involved going to a science policy conference in DC. It involved entering a business plan competition. It involved working with a life coaching firm, which seemed pretty random, like a random tumble, and yet that ended up being my life's calling. So you just never know what you're going to discover on those tumbles. That's what makes them so neat. So my question to you is, where in your life should you be either pursuing all out or giving yourself space and permission to tumble a little bit? Write me a note below and share, and if there's someone in your life who could use a good pursuit or tumble, send this video on to them.